Al-farq bayn al-kitab wal-mizan. This is important. The difference between the law and the balance. Because Allah said He sent the law and the scale, the balance scale, right? Which is obviously a term for justice. Because scales are a symbol for justice. So what's the difference between law and justice, right? We call it the legal system. In America, we call it the legal system. We also call it the justice system, right? That is a misnomer. And I'll explain to you why. The law can be misused. The law can easily be misused. And even Islamic law can be misused. And I'll show you how. For example, in Islamic law, for certain allegations, you have to produce at least 4 witnesses. 4 reliable witnesses. Okay. Is it possible that somebody says, I really want to ruin this person's life, and the society thinks of these 4 guys as reliable, decent people, but they decided together, these 4 people, that they're going to ruin that person's life, and they said, we are the 4 witnesses that accuse this person of doing X, Y, Z. Did they produce the 4 witnesses? Yes. Did the legal requirement get met? Yes. Was justice served? No. So you could actually fulfill the law and still not get justice. The law and justice are 2 separate things. The ideal situation is the law is supposed to be used so you can get justice. But kitab is separate and mizan is separate. Allah said, وَأَنزَلْنَا مَعَهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْمِيزَانَ. And the reason He said that is once your worldview changes from within, then you understand the law isn't just there so you follow the law. The law is there so you get the result of justice. The purpose of the law is to actually get you to justice. The purpose of the law isn't, the law is a means to a greater end, and that greater end is justice. Okay? Now you come to a country that says, or a society that says, we have to implement Islamic laws. We have to, for example, cut the hand of the thief. Okay? We have to cut because Quran says, فَقْطَعُوا أَيْدِيَهُمَا. So we have to implement the hudud, we have to cut the hand of a thief. And in that society, the judge, the Sharia court judge, accepts bribes. The person who appointed him because of personal connections. So he's not even qualified to be that judge. The person who stole can't find honest living because of the corruption of the politicians and the system that they've created. In other words, the entire society is out of balance, but the one poor guy that got caught stealing, what are we saying about him? We should do what with him? Cut his hand. And we're saying this is the implementation of Islamic law, and you might even get away with saying we implemented the law, but we certainly did not implement what? Justice. The goal of the message was first to make things clear. And when things become clear, the goal and the objective of the law becomes clear. And the laws of Islam are not isolated. They are like how there's a neural network, everything is connected to everything? One law cannot be taken in isolation from the entire system of laws and the system of justice that Allah created, because in isolation it can create injustice. It ravages justice. And that's why when Allah talks about His laws in the Quran, one of my favorite examples is divorce law. When He talks about it, He keeps talking about taqwa. The ayat should be legal. The conversation should be do this, don't do this, do this. And every time at the end of the ayat, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَعْلَمُ مَا فِي أَنفُسِكُمْ فَاحْذَرُوهُ. You better know Allah knows what you're up to. You better know. Why is Allah saying you have to have taqwa of Allah? Because those laws that Allah has revealed can easily be turned into injustice in the absence of taqwa. Easily. You can take Islamic laws and do loads of injustice. And guess what the Israelites had done? The Israelites said, we are committed to the law of God without actually having the spirit of the law. There's something called the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. The spirit of the law is what produces justice. The spirit of the law was gone. Allah revealed in His revelation not just laws, but also the scale. So this is the al-farq bayn al-kitab wal-mizan.